Hi everybody, it's 2 o'clock on a Thursday, and today I am making two little treat boxes that are treats for Valentine's Day. So I thought they're really a cute little thing to have, and we can make them ahead of time. So you've got lots of time to make them. So this one's called a Hershey's Kiss heart. You can see that it's a heart shape, and there's little Hershey's Kisses inside. And then this one has Hershey's Kisses inside it, so it's like a little tube box. Okay, so I think we'll make this one first. Alrighty. And I do have handouts for them, and so I will post those for you. So you're going to cut a piece of cardstock. That is 11 by 1, and you are going to score it at 1/4, 5 1/2, and 10 3/4. All right, and then you're going to take your pencil and your ruler, and you're going to make some pencil marks. Okay, so your pencil lines are going to be at 1 3/8, 4 1/2, 6 1/2, and 9 5/8. Okay, so that's 1 3/8, 4 1/2, 6 1/2, and 9 5/8. Alrighty. Hi, Muriel. All right. And then at the 1 3/8 and the 9 5/8 marks, we're going to cut slots, just half of the width of the. So I'm actually going to, before I do anything, I'm going to draw lines here. Oops. So I'm just putting lines where I have those ticks. Okay. All right. So now I've drawn lines across there. As you can see, I've got lines at those marks. So there's 4 lines on here. Now what I'm going to do, hi Kim, hi Darlene, I'm going to, at these end ones, I'm going to cut just to the center on this one, on the bottom, and then I'm going to turn it and cut this one. So they're just at opposite sides. Okay, so this one is cut here, and this one is cut here. All right? All right, so now I've got the lines facing towards me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold these on the 3 score lines. Okay? I forget how to do this, so All right, so on the left here, I'm going to put adhesive. Whoops. So on the left one, I'm putting adhesive. And I'm going to bring it around. See that pencil line there? I'm going to bring it around to that pencil line. So it goes like that. Okay. And then this one, I'm going to bring it around to this pencil line. So I'm going to put it into those two slits. I'm going to put it into the two slits. Lock it in. And then I'm going to put adhesive on that other tab. Maybe I better put it on right now. So now I'm putting the adhesive on the one on the right. And then I'm going to connect these slits like that. And then I'm going to bring this down and attach it where that other pencil line is, just right across. And hold it. Hi, Patty. And there you have your heart. Okay. This is a thicker cardstock, so I'm just going to get my kind of curl those around. And there's my heart. Okay, now I don't need my glue. So there's my little heart. Now you're going to cut 1, 2, 3 pieces that are 1 by 5. All right, so they're 1 by 5 inches, and you have 3 of those. Okay. And you're going to score at 1, 2, and 3, and 4. Okay, so I'm going to take this, and I'm going to score at 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm going to do that on all 3 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. You could definitely mass produce these. Once you've made one, the next one will be easier. All right. And then I am going to just fold these on those score lines. And I'm going to make it into this shape. So there's a little triangle there, and then I'm going to put this one, and there's a little triangle on the bottom. So it looks like this. See that? So I'm going to do that to all of them. So this one's a mountain fold, a mountain fold, a mountain fold, a mountain fold. Okay, so there we go. There's another one. And then this one. So there, there, back, and forward. And I have this all on the handout. You can see right here. Okay? Because when you close them up like this, you have 2 little triangles. See that? So now this is going to bring my heart back. I'm going to put this in this little section here. So there's a triangle. Okay, and then I'm going to take this one. And put those in this bottom one, so it looks like a triangle. And then I'm going to take this one and put it in here. These need to be more pointy. Because the Hershey's Kiss is not round at the top. We'll get that one in. And there we go. So there are my triangles in there. Okay? Can you see that? There we go. All right, now I'm going to take my Hershey's Kisses. And you need 6 of them. Okay, and then you're just going to put them in those little triangles. There's one. So one goes, this one's going to go upside down. That in. Oops. If you don't have these little inserts in, and then they just fall out. So you have to have the inserts, or they'll just fall out. Okay? And there we go. There's our heart. Isn't that cute? All right, and then on the top, I took this stamp. And this is by Concord and Ninth. And it's called Freshly Picked Stamp Set. And it's on sale for $9. So You're So Sweet and Love You Bunches. And then there's also Thanks for All You Do, Best Teacher Ever, I Adore You, A Bushel and a Peck, I Would Pick You Every Time, Hey There Pumpkin. So they're really cute. All right, so I did this You're Sweet. Now I don't have a die. This did not have a die. So what I did was I did this one first, Love You Bunches, and then I did this one. And then I just put this on top and drew the banner and cut it out. So it was very easy, very doable. This is a really cute stamp. So now what I'm going to do, I'm just going to I just bent it a bit. And then I'm going to add glue on the sides here. So I'm going to put some glue here and some glue here and add my little You're So Sweet, and I'm just going to hold it in place. And there we go. I have 2 made, one for Brooklyn and one for Zayden. Aren't they adorable? I think they're adorable. So cute. So once you make one, you can make several. Adorable. And they stay and they don't fall out. So cute. Okay. So there's a handout for that, which I will post for you. So I've got it quite detailed with pictures on how you're going to do it and all the instructions with measurements. Okay? So the next one is the treat tube box. And I love this one. This is cute. And it's very easy as well. All right. All right, you're going to take a piece of cardstock. And with the short side along the top, you're going to score it at 1 1/4, 2 1/2, 3 3/4, and 5. And then you're going to rotate it, and you're going to score it at 1/2 inch and 1 1/2 on both ends, or both sides. 1/2 and 1 1/2. All right. Now, we are also going to be doing some additional marking. Okay, so I'm going to put a score line at 1 7/8 and 4 3/8, just to the first score line. Okay, and then I'm going to flip it this way, and I'm going to do that again. 1 7/8 just to that first score line, and 4 3/8 just to that first score line. All right, now what I want to do is I'm going to get my ruler. And from that mark where what I just made down to this score line where they meet, I'm just going to draw a diagonal line. This is just for the pleat, that pleat in the side. Okay, and I'm going to do that on all of them. It's easier to see it in the diagram than it is on here. So there, you can see where I put those little diagonals. So I'm just going to turn it around, and I'm going to do it the same on this side. And again, it is in the instructions, so it's way easier to see. This is just so that you can make that little pocket or pleat in it. There we go. So there's no cutting on this one. All right, take that off. All right, now we're going to fold and burnish on all the score lines. I went grocery shopping this morning, and I came home and I cut all my vegetables up so we can have raw vegetables and dip. I always say I'm going to do that, and then I end up not. So this time I did. I just have to cut my fruit up for fruit salad, and I'll be set. No more chocolate. All right, so now we have that. I've got them on the vertical and the horizontal, and then I'm also going to just crease them on these diagonal ones. Okay, there we go. All right. So here's the handout. So you can see here, I've shown you where you're doing those diagonals, and it's much easier to see that, okay, on the handout. All right, so now we're going to put some adhesive on the 1/2 inch strip here. So I'm just going to put some glue. And then I'm going to count 1, 2 vertical score lines and then fold it over. Okay. Before I put the sides in, I'm going to put on my papers. So these papers are 4 7/8 by 1. Okay, so I'm just going to put some glue on here, and I cut 4 of these. So I'm just going to put them on to these sections. I'm going to flip that over. So I'm going to start asking people to share my videos. I'm trying to get a bigger audience, and the only way I can do that is if you guys share and like my videos. So if you could like it and share it, I would appreciate it, so that we can get a bigger following on Facebook. There we go. So now I've got my sides all done. So now this is where these little triangles come in, because we're just going to put our fingers here and we're going to pinch them. They pinch nice and easily. Now, you could glue the ends or staple them. And I staple them. So there we go. All right, and then you take your candy and fill it up. I'm trying to get them all out because I do not need any of them. I can't get that one. All right, so that's full. So I'm just going to pinch these sides. And staple. And there's our box. Isn't that cute? So then I'm going to take this Love You Bunches. I'm just going to bend it around that a bit so that it stays up instead of laying it flat. And I'm just putting glue on the ends so that it goes like that. Very cute stamp. There we go. Love You Bunches. Not hard to make at all. I think anybody would like to get that. I think it looks lovely. All right, so there we go. You're So Sweet and Love You Bunches. And here's the handouts. And there we are. I think it's adorable. So you can get those all made and have them ready for Valentine's Day. All right, thanks for joining me. I'm working on a Valentine card kit, and I did a birthday kit. So those will be ready. I'm having them ready for the crop. So I'll be kitting those shortly. Thanks for joining me, and please like and share the video. Have a great day, everybody. Bye-bye.